The opinions expressed on the following audio program are solely those of the host and the guests. Burner Podcast is an independently produced, not-for-profit show and is not associated with the Burning Man organization or its subsidiaries. The views expressed are not representative of the entire Burning Man community and are presented here for entertainment purposes only. In short, calm the fuck down. It's just a podcast.
All right. It is episode number 64, and it is 30 days till the man burns as of this recording. Hey, you know what's gotten lame and cliche? Me bitching about not being ready. Not gonna do it. Nope, it's not gonna happen. Nope. Shout out to Mahir Alayari. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Out of Orange County. Mahir reached out after discovering the show through, I think it was through Facebook. Always good to connect with another Persian burner. And he just like looks majestic as fuck in his photos, by the way. Like just some sort of a like burner desert god. Which coincidentally, there will be another one, like a Persian burner, on today's episode, which I'm going to get to in just a minute. So, as you regular or longtime listeners know, we normally do this Pre-Playa planner episode, lots of P's in it, of the cast. You know, all the cool peeps be calling it the cast for short. No, nobody calls it that. Nobody calls it the cast. You might actually get punched if you call it the cast. No, every year we do this Pre-Playa episode, and by every year, I mean, you know, like two, because for 2 years we've been doing this Pre-Playa episode. And normally it's our own team. It's like our staff that join us. Last year we even had like retired staff, like Alpi, our original online editor, call in and record some recommendations of shit to check out on Playa. That's the tradition, you know, and then the other tradition that we have is where we just skip a show while we're out at Burning Man. That's right, by the way. We've already been on long enough to have staff turnaround. That's how long we've been on the digital airwaves. This year, though, I'm like the only one going. So I don't know what happened. A couple of us are headed over to the Oregon Eclipse event that's happening, which if you haven't heard about it, if you're in another part of the world where you haven't heard it, I mean, over here we're hearing about it left and fucking right. But you know, there's this once or twice in a lifetime solar eclipse thing that's happening. I couldn't tell you much about it. It's a solar eclipse, right? And you can see it perfectly from certain locations in the world. And I guess like a whole bunch of event production companies got together and they're throwing this epic, massive festival. And that event is happening like right before the burn, like a couple of weeks before the burn, which means a lot of people are going to that festy and skipping the burn this year, which sounds kind of cool to me because, you know, Now, listen, I'm not saying every single person that's going to the Oregon Eclipse Festival is a sparkle pony. I'm just saying, and I could be totally, completely fucking wrong, that if I were a sparkle pony, which chances are high that I am, I would be more attracted to attending the shiny festival that the more shiny people are going to, because it's got like this like big gimmick to it, which, you know, again, I don't want to talk shit. If I had more available time and wasn't working on the Journey project, I may have made the trek to Oregon as well. But anyway, it's possible that the demographics of Black Rock City will be affected this year, skewing possibly towards some more old school burners and international types. And the reason I'm saying that is because, you know, I don't know, there's kind of a gimmick to it, I guess, and it's connected to all these production companies that do like big music festival type things, so it's attracting a little bit more of the dance floor crowd, which I don't know. I mean, it feels silly to stand here and say my partying is more important than your partying, and I could totally be pulling this out of my ass. No, in fact, I am. I am totally pulling this all out of my ass. It's what I'm telling myself in order to make myself feel a little better about not being able to attend every cool festival. But anyway, let's get back to today's topic. So since no one from our staff is going this year, yeah, I'm talking shit about our own staff. They're going to Oregon Eclipse and I'm not. I'm going to Burning Man. Everyone's going, but I don't know. Nobody else is going but me to Burning Man this year. Instead of making it a staff episode, we reached out to our show's alumni and brought on a motley crew of familiar voices to dance on your eardrums. I guess that's an interesting transition. I'm sorry, I'm talking shit about Oregon Eclipse. I totally would go. But, if I was a Sparkle Pony, I'd probably go to Oregon Eclipse rather than the Burn. But ideally, I'd just go to both. That would be pretty fucking cool to be. Let's just get into today's stuff. First up, it's Kim Eisenberg, the camp lead emeritus. I think that's how you pronounce that. Which is not like a title, by the way. I just wrote that on there because I think you're supposed to write that about people who step down from leadership or something. Of Uli Baba and the Horny Thieves, whom you can get to know intimately by checking out episode number 19 of this very show, where we talk to Kim about Uli Baba's history, and we talk about consent culture, and we also talk about some career counseling type stuff. So that's episode number 19 of the show, where you can get to know Kim. Kim has been back on a couple of times since she was at that time running for the board of directors for SDCAP, the San Diego Collaborative Arts something. And she is now on the board of SDCAP. But anyway, she's been on the show a couple of times. She's alumni. Then we've got the legendary Payam, whose voice will sound familiar from episode number 13, the slow-moving car accident that was the Electric Poncho episode of this show. That would be the one where we had to take multiple pee breaks because we're all drinking so much that we needed to keep peeing. And I'll mention this in the interview, but this is an important part of Burning Man history, and I need to bring it up to make sure you hear it. You ever go into those porta potties and see that "fuck you, Payam" written on the walls? It's just the most random thing, right? Well, that's this guy, whose voice you're about to hear. People who've never even met Payam have written "fuck you, Payam" as this meme, this graffiti thing in random places. So there you go. What an honor this must be for you, the listener. And then there's executive producer Meg, who shouldn't need an introduction at this point, but for those uninitiated, she is in no small part responsible for this silly excuse of a podcast. She's been here with me from the beginning and really was a big chunk of the driving force for a big chunk of this show until she moved on up to higher level decision making at the executive level. And rounding up the panel is Lee Hemingway, the project manager of The Journey, which you can get to learn all about, and you can get to know him on episode number 59. I ask the same basic questions every year from a different panel every year, mostly because I'm fucking lazy and I don't feel like coming up with new stuff. I know I'd half promised you guys a Tree of Tenere episode this week, but Zachary Smith, the creator of the project, who was supposed to be on, had to reschedule because the man fucking burns in fucking 30 fucking days, and he's got a lot on his plate. And it wouldn't be a Burning Man art project if you weren't beyond swamped and freaking out and ready to just set the fucking thing on fire 2 weeks before the gates open. And no, I'm totally not projecting my own frustrations with The Journey onto the Tree of Tenere. I wouldn't dream of it. That's just, that's not something I would do. We'll still be gushing about the Tree of Tenere today anyway, by the way. Yay. And we'll have the leads from the Tree of Tenere on in a newer future episode to tell the whole story about their giant wooden erection on Playa. So we'll definitely make that happen after the burn, of course, in the coming months. Oh God, I really need to start packing. Today's episode is entitled the 2017 Burning Man Pre-Playa Planner. That's the name. I go by Mr. Arash, even though nobody calls me Mr. Welcome to Burner Podcast.
On the first part of the journey, I was looking at all the life. There were plants and birds and rocks and things. There was sand and hills and rain. The first thing I met was the fly with the balls and the sky with no clouds. The heat was hot and the ground was dry, but the air was full of sound. I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to be out of the rain. In the desert, you can't remember your name, 'cause there ain't no one for to give you no name.
Provide food.
Yeah, pretty much.
Did
Yeah.
you guys find a cat sitter yet?
I don't know.
Maybe I should not go to the burn and
Stay
with
here?
the cats.
You take care of the cats.
Yeah, that might actually be a better burn for me.
Burning cats. Not actually burning them.
I'd love to see you about 2 days while they've been there building your shit for 2 days, and the look on your face of like, I need to go right
really
now.
Panic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Oh my
weren't
God.
good when we were standing there watching them build it, Lee.
I know. But I do sit out for them putting in the floor, the final act of putting in the floor. I do sit out for that quite nicely.
Sitting out quite nicely is a talent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because you have to like perfect the art of being there for the most important visible
girl.
things to make it seem like you're doing a lot.
This is
What?
you're already recording. And
Oh,
this is
he's
gonna
been
be on.
recording for a minute.
Yeah.
I don't know. I knew that it started a minute ago. Like I was pretty sure. I was like 99% sure, not 99% bananas, but 99% sure.
No, just 99
and then the way
bananas,
you
not
said that just now, I was
percentages.
like, you fucker.
Yeah, no, I'm really good at that.
You're recording. Yeah.
Oh,
For
He's
sure.
really good at fucking?
Yes, that too. But no, specifically making it seem
wow!
like
Hang on, just a minute.
I'm there for just the right moment, like to be able to lift the heaviest thing in front of the most people, and then get the credit and walk
Yeah.
away.
Make sure somebody takes your picture while
Yeah.
you're like really straining
Oh,
yourself.
I really made sure that I took excellent pictures at Saguaro Man of Arash looking like he was doing something.
Saguaro.
Saguaro.
Saguaro,
man.
No G.
Mr. Mom said that he will like dick punch me or something if I say the G again.
Which Mr. Mom?
It's better than fist punching.
Robert.
Oh, okay.
the guest
Well, and
host,
that's,
whatever.
super fair since he's fucking in
It
charge
just
of
depends
that
on who you are.
What's
And your experience level.
Saguaro Man.
Apparently in Arizona
Saguaro.
they don't pronounce
Is that
their
which
Gs.
regional is that? You guys went to regional?
Arizona.
It's an Arizona regional burn.
One Arizona regional.
Because before that there was another one called Toast.
No.
And
Yes.
they had the effigy was a giant slice of toast.
Yeah.
That's adorable.
With the Burning Man
Smiley
logo in
face.
the
It was
toast?
so cute.
Is the
Smiley
Burning
with
Man logo
smiley
in the
toast.
toast? Is the
I
man in
don't,
the toast
I
somewhere?
don't even know. I mean, no, there was no Burning Man logo or anything. It wasn't a man. It was just a giant slice of toast. There was nothing
It had
mannish about
arms,
it.
though.
It's super.
It had
It's super
arms.
symbolic of living in Arizona
Why?
because you're fucking toast if you live there year round.
You are bread.
Oh, I finally made that
Made
connection.
of bread.
Thank you. Wake up, Arash.
No.
Well, this is why we have guests, because I obviously don't have the answers. But welcome, everybody, to the show.
Yay, show.
Yay.
Yay.
Yay, show. Don't go to Burning Man. It fucking sucks.
It does fucking suck. It's
But
fucking hot.
If you
There's
do,
bugs.
bring
No bugs.
plenty
There
of
are no
bottles of
bugs.
99 bananas to Payam at the banana stand, 2 o'clock in D.
2 o'clock in D.
Go bananas.
The banana stand is at 2 and D?
Yes,
It is.
That's
with
where-
everything else in Gonzo Village, which I will happily tell you all about when we get to my turn.
Nice. No, the
Wait,
2 and
You
2
don't
and
get
D.
a turn. You're not going
Your
this
turn?
year.
Or
Our turn. we
Okay,
can
fine.
equally talk about the unholy
You can-
matrimony of
you can
bats and
tag team
ants
it.
on
That's
Playa.
fine.
No, because 2 and D was exactly where Cabino Xura was last year.
Yeah, it's crap placement.
Well, I mean,
Oh, do
you're
you
not.
want to talk about crap placement?
You're not-
No, your crap placement is your fault though.
Well, yeah, well,
that 2
whatever.
and D is great placement.
2&D is going to be great placement for the banana stand. It was awful placement for Cabino X0.
Well, I don't know
because we were trying to collect like deep, insightful stories from Playa.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, that wasn't happening.
Yeah, that's like sound camp. Like come by, get as hammered as you want.
Yeah,
and probably yelled at by multiple people.
Well, we got all these recordings, and like the reason that those recordings have not been put up yet, which they will, I swear to God.
Oh my God, they won't. It's a year later, and we haven't done it yet. Producer Meg and Arash have failed.
Still gonna do it. So, no, but the thing is,
wait, what recordings did you get? Can we use them for the journey?
Oh my God.
Actually,
oh my God, this sounds like a horrible plan.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Think about that. So Cabino X0...
This is how dreams become reality.
Cabino X0 was a recording booth that we took out to the Playa that we had like prompts where people would like give input and stories, and they would be used on future episodes of Burner Podcast.
Which we haven't done.
Right. The primary challenge was that as the week and the nights went on, it was more just a clusterfuck of like people stumbling in there and like yelling shit in a drunkenness, and in the background you're just hearing like the thumping
but that was just
of electronic
Romero
dance
and Paul.
music. Yeah, for the most part.
It was just Ramiro and Paul, like, and Godard.
Yeah.
Godard, like Godarian.
There was a handful of thoughtful recordings, one of which was Martin.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was pretty much
Weren't they supposed to be anonymous? How do you know
Did
it
he
was
say
Martin?
nice things about me?
No.
No, that's bullshit.
You didn't even bring it up.
Alright, I see how it is. Not like Kim is amazing. She's the best camp leader ever.
None of that was that.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
You pretty much didn't even exist in his
I'm pretty sure Paul didn't say that either. And he was in your camp last year too.
I see how it is. Okay.
Well, good. Now that everybody's gotten all the banter out of the way, let's...
What?
As if.
Are you kidding me?
No, from now on, it's strictly business. The rest of this podcast is completely serious.
My wine glass is empty. That's serious business.
That's business.
Mike,
You said half a glass.
Guys,
Followed by another half a glass.
So,
and so on.
Mr. Arash, are you going to introduce who's on this shit show of a podcast?
No, this is the thing that I was going to do. Is I was going to go around the room and have you introduce yourselves.
Look at how cute
I feel
that
like I'm
cat
at work,
is being.
dude.
Yeah.
That's freaking adorable right there.
In fact, what is the most workish prompt I could give you?
Oh, dear God.
Okay, you're gonna say your name.
oh my God.
You're gonna say your camp association, and you're gonna say what your favorite thing to mix 99 bananas with is.
Okay, that's cool.
Start with you.
My name is Kim, and my camp affiliation is Uli Baba's. And my favorite thing to mix 99 bananas with is the patient charts at the psychiatric hospital where I work, which is where I learned what 99 bananas was.
Excellent.
Brilliant.
That's pretty good.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Brilliant.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
just a moment of
Yeah.
beauty where everything just coalesced and yeah.
Ooh, I don't even know what the word coalesced means, but it already took this
It's what
podcast
just
in a bubble.
happened.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Funny things. Okay, go.
Sounds fantastic. My name's Payam. I am a miscreant. And my favorite thing to mix 99 bananas with is an actual banana.
Really?
Yeah, we call it 100 bananas. So what happens is there's a bowl, we slice a banana into the bowl, you pour 99 bananas over the bananas.
Oh no.
And then
no.
the drink is you take a drink from the bowl, then we feed you a slice of banana.
Oh my God.
100 bananas.
This is giving me the idea right now that I would actually really like to get some 99 bananas and throw it into the banana shake that I make. Like with the mixer and like some almond milk.
Yeah.
And that actually would be pretty fucking delicious.
There's actually a drink that Paisley invented. I think it was like the banana cream milkshake or something like that, and where she would pour 99 bananas and then creme de cacao or something into the person's mouth and then shake their face.
Yeah.
I love Paisley so much. Paisley, I love you.
And,
Swear to God.
and so, yeah, those are two of the drinks that we'll be serving at Go Bananas at 2 o'clock in D.
In the middle of Gonzo Village.
At Burning Man 2017.
And the way that I would remind people about 2&D, it's peace and dick. That's how I was remembering.
2 and dick.
So you get a piece of dick
Peace
with 100 bananas.
Oh.
Peace.
Oh,
All
I
of the
just got
street-
it.
all of the
I
street
did
signs
that did
will-
not make any sense
Yeah.
Will
to
be
me.
altered to say dick, by the way. All of them.
The surprise of the goddamn
All of them,
century.
even the ones that aren't for D Street?
No,
all of
just for
No, every sign on Playa.
Every sign.
I mean, that would be a
That
feet.
would be
There's not
hilarious.
even
I
any
would be
D's in
down.
the sign. It just says dick.
Somebody made the stickers. I'll do it.
I'm sorry, this is just completely a random side note. At Desert Hearts, I think I ran into Anthony, like, outside. By the way, this Payam, it's, if you're listening to this, when you see in, like, the porta potties and random places on Playa where it says, fuck you, Payam, this is the Payam that they're referring to.
Yeah, that's me.
Payam actually has no, like, he's not the one doing that. There's, at this point, it's just picked up all around, like, random people doing it as well, I think.
It's a random burner meme.
Yeah.
I did make pins, though, and if you do catch me on the Playa, I may or may not give you one.
Oh, okay.
Fuck you, Payam.
That's
It's
what
not
it
like
says.
one of those things. Are you like one of those people who like writes a meme and then like quotes yourself?
You know, I just kind of let this take off, and now that I'm perpetuating it, yes.
Dude, at Desert Hearts, I run into Anthony like standing outside the porta potties, like all this giant line of porta potties, and I'm just like chatting out with him, like, "Hey, so what are you up to?" He's like, "You see all these fucking porta potties?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "I'm gonna go right fuck you, Payam, in every single one." And then I just start cracking up, right? And I start walking away, and just I hear over my shoulder him sigh to himself. Oh, I'm gonna be here for a while.
Love it. Our friends are assholes.
All right, Meg.
I am producer Meg. I've been on the
Executive
show
producer Meg.
227 billion times. All the shows we haven't recorded yet. I'm counting those. I am loosely affiliated with multiple camps. Right now, before the burn, I am most miscreant, as opposed to any of the other things that I am polycamperous with. Woo! My favorite thing to do with 99 Bananas is to pour it into a beautiful Tori Amos-shaped bowl, put Payam, who doesn't exist, cereal into it, and pour the 99 bananas on top of it and shove it down his throat.
Pam's had some practice with that.
Sounds pretty kinky, man.
Well, Payam, you know how I feel about most of the ants.
It's okay, the bananas are like, if they have just the right amount of slime, they could slide
It's self-lubricating.
in there.
Self-lubricating.
Yeah.
That sounds
Make you gag just a
horrifying-
little bit.
Horrifyingly delicious.
Make you vomit back up some of that 99 bananas right on top of the
I
banana.
bet you. I
Tasty.
don't think I've ever puked 99 bananas.
2
but I
Payams,
bet
1
you
cup.
It probably wouldn't taste
You're gonna spew
as bad as
into
it does
this.
going down, coming back up.
Probably.
I might actually just name this show 99 Bananas.
I think the show has already named itself 99 Bananas, and you can do whatever the fuck you want later.
Please.
Yeah, what? I forgot the question at this point.
Who are you? Where do you camp?
You just said I'm Lee.
What the fuck do you want to do with 99 Bananas?
The point is for the listeners to hear a voice and associate a name with it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Lee, obviously. I camp with the Journey Home. We're at the ungodly placement of 715 and I. But we're in our support
There's
camp.
an I.
There's an I.
Isn't it going
It's
there
right
like
before
L?
Gerlach.
You can come visit us at Ulibaba's on the 730 Plaza on your way to everywhere.
Yeah, on the way to everywhere.
Yeah, we'll be a
Awesome.
convenient stop to say hello when you want to go anywhere at all.
Yeah, and actually, we're doing some activities over there at the 730 Plaza with
Excellent.
Celestial Bodies.
Excellent.
We're doing an artist talk over there on Monday, and we're doing a spin art bike over there. But we're also having 3 of our rings at our place over there at 715 and I. We're doing a couple of artist talks.
No one's coming out there, Lee.
Cállate, puta! We're doing foot washing and lotioning of feet.
All right. Maybe.
Oh, ladies and
Come on
gentlemen.
over.
Head
You
on
would
out to
so be there.
head on out to I.
You would come out to I for that.
You guys have somebody actually dressed as Jesus, right? Washing people's feet?
Look how long my hair's getting. Look how long
What do you
my
think he's
beard
been
is.
growing this shit out for?
Dude, I'm going to re-dye my hair.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Anyway.
I'm going to come there for some wine.
You're part of that artist panel one
Oh,
day.
okay, yeah. I'm not washing feet, though.
No, Denise Lozano is going to do that.
Awesome.
Yeah. So anyway,
She's got strong hands. I want to get my
really
feet washed
does.
by her, yeah.
yeah, right?
Yeah.
Since I've never had 99 bananas and really never really knew about 99 bananas, I guess my favorite thing is 100 bananas.
That is
And Lee only doesn't know about 99 bananas because it's really not a gay drink, dude.
No, it's not.
It's super not a gay drink.
99 bananas is something that you regretfully drink in high school.
I don't even know what a gay drink is. I grew up Mormon.
Shut up!
Oh, merciful goddess.
Nope. No mercy for you. You called each one of us and asked us to be here tonight. Get over it.
Yeah, okay, alright, well, for the non-regular listeners, I've already done all this intro. By the way, I've already introduced you guys before the intro thing anyway.
Yeah,
So the whole voice thing. But as always, we're doing the thing where we go through these questions, where there's some things that people could potentially look to check out once they get on Playa.
Questions?
Huh?
What? Didn't we just do questions?
No, the real questions the podcast are about.
questions.
Jesus fucking Christ, Lee.
Good Lord. Alright, it's gonna be one of those shows, and I'm not gonna...
Don't edit
not gonna
this
lie,
at
the wine...
all.
I know, of course
Don't.
not.
Just put it
I just want to
straight
let you
on
guys
the
know
air.
that the wine is hitting me hard right now, too.
Yeah, my glass is still fucking empty.
I know. We should tell, the associate producer to come bring you some. Oh, nope, there's none here. Look, we're going to get to the
Bitch,
first question.
whatever. I'm the executive producer. You're just the talent. Give me some wine.
Just the talent. Let's get to the first question. I'm going to start with Kim, and then we're going to work our way around the room, and then in an hour and a half we'll be done. So,
Excellent.
you guys have been prepped with some of these prompts. Kim, what is an interesting camp to find and explore on Playa? Other than Uli Baba and the Horny
I
Thieves.
can't just give Uli Babas as my answer to everything.
No.
You can, but she'll be boring.
I
Yeah.
know. Okay.
And you're not boring.
I mean,
She's super not boring.
yeah. So, wow, and you're just gonna leave and go get
Yeah, I'm getting wine.
wine without even...
Because wine.
This is some bullshit.
He's listening. He's
You know,
listening
Arash,
to you.
I don't feel heard.
I swear to God. I'm hurting you, I swear. I heard it all.
What do you get when you...
I would recommend, I meant to do it for years. I finally did it last year. I was really pleased about it. I have no idea where they're going to be placed, but the camp is called Genital Portrait Studio. And I'm a really big fan of body positive art, and Genital Portrait Studio is exactly what it sounds like. And so I now have what looks like a laminated driver's license with a clippy thing on it, or I guess it's more like a work ID badge, that is a picture of my vulva. And
Nice.
I fucking love that thing. And
I bet it comes in handy, too.
It does, if people are trying
Those
to
times
ID
when you
me.
have to ID
Yeah.
your vulva.
Yeah. So,
It's the way dogs interact with each other.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean-
there it is. That's you.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just the ID. It's not a scratch and sniff.
It's not scratch
ID.
and sniff. Oh, thank God.
It's just a laminated photograph, but and then it says Genital Portrait Studio on it. It's got my identifying, my name and stuff. And they do good work there, man.
I've seen the
yeah.
IDs.
Yeah.
How is the setup? Is it a booth you walk into? What does it look like?
There was some sort of indoor-ish kind of space because it's for adults only. And so, you walk in, they've got the photographs developing and on the wall and stuff, from people that have had them done before.
Because they're Polaroids?
They're not. No, they had a photo printer.
Okay,
It was a digital photo, and they did a photo printing and then laminated it for me.
Nice, okay.
And so, you got to kind of look at the different options for aesthetic choices, and then the photographer guided me over to a bed, bench, whatever, and asked me what I wanted, because they'll do full body shots from far away where they're exposing themselves, and I just had this vision that I really wanted a close up of labia and all that.
So there's a photographer with a camera.
Oh yeah, some.
Do they zoom in or do they physically come close to you?
He
and get
physically got
okay.
pretty close. So, he asked me what I wanted, and I explained that I wanted this whole vulva close up, with my labia spread apart. And, he got up in there, and, I was wearing a short skirt or whatever, so I just pulled it up, and he got up in there and took the picture and, showed it to me on the screen and made sure that was what I wanted. And I was like, fuck yeah. And, 5 minutes later, I had my Genital Portrait Studio ID card.
Fucking props to Kim for knocking that answer right out of the park.
Damn.
All you fuckers are going to need
Let
to
me
keep
get on the internet now.
Don't think that anything anybody else says is
Yeah.
top
But really,
I'm going home.
I highly encourage everyone to go there, get a picture of your genitalia, wear it proudly. That is one of my favorite things about Burning Man, is you can find things like that you never knew that you needed, but you absolutely need them.
Well,
Kim's definition of need and mine are so different.
Well, I want to know, what do you think, like, the message behind that art is? Is it just, like, playfulness? Is body positivity? What do you...
I think it's all of the above, and I say that, here's where I'm going to work in the Uli Baba's plug. We have an event at our camp that historically has been called Pussy Prints and Cock Cards, where we give people cardstock and paint and allow them to do genital imprint art. And this year we've upgraded it. We're calling it Bubbles, Beavers, and Boners, because we're going to do it in the morning and give out mimosas at the same time.
Well, that makes it better.
Yeah, and we're also going to make a quilt of people who don't want their own, card. They just want to give us the quilt imprint on some squares of cloth. So being a part of a camp that hosts that kind of event, over the years, watching people come in and out of our tent for that particular event has been a really powerful experience for me, because people relate to it in all sorts of different ways. For some people it is playful, for other people it's sexual, for other people, people have disclosed to us that they've been trauma and abuse survivors, and that this was the first time that they were able to interact with their body in a way that felt like they were reclaiming it, and it was a powerful expression of their autonomy and their sense of body positivity. So I've really liked being a part of a camp that hosts that. And, Pussy Prints and Cock Cards wind up being a little bit more abstract, but having an actual, physical digital photo, I personally was attracted to the realism of it. Our society is super fucked up in the way we think about bodies and sexuality and normal human development across, all of these different dimensions. And so to have a camp that really embraces that, whatever your genitals look like is beautiful. Here's a picture, wear it proudly. And I do wear it proudly at the burn. Yeah. And I just really like that. And so that's what it's about for me. Your mileage may vary. I
dig it. No, what I really like we were saying, what I really like about Burning Man is that you can have multiple different people come and get all those different experiences. Yep. And it doesn't mean that one of them is actually like the correct answer. It's whatever it is to you. It's whatever, choose your own adventure. Yeah. And that's why people, I know, I'm a big fan of that. So, okay, Payam, beat that.
I'm going to go ahead and say pass. No. The one camp that kind of stood out to me, and I've never actually visited this place, but it was called the Filthiest Camp Alive. And so I wanted to go check. I'm going to check this place out this year. I have no idea where they're placed. But the description on the website, on the theme camp portion of the burningman.org little website thing here, says, "Come let your filth flag fly and explore the depths of your inner filth. We embrace the full spectrum of trash from sexy to dirty," in parentheses, literally. "We're here to steal the headline of most filthy camp. We're disgustingly dirty in the best ways." So
that was intriguing.
I'm just gonna go check them out and see exactly how far deep into the filth I can go.
So we don't. Does anybody know anything about this camp?
They're from San Francisco.
Kind of sounds like the Down Low.
Yeah, I'm not really sure about that camp either.
Yeah. So
you probably don't really want to go there.
Okay.
I would like to know about the Down Low.
It's a queer camp with a sling in it, and it's just a good dirty time.
So there's the filth camp. Nobody has any information on it.
No,
I've heard of it.
I just one of the ones.
Where are they placed?
It's just the thing that you scrolled into right now because you didn't prepare for the interview. Is that
no? That was one of the camps that I legitimately had on my notes here. I could show you the email.
Yeah. Okay. You have it time-stamped where you did this earlier?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I have it time-stamped.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck you, Arash.
Oh my fucking God.
Dude, were you
I still feel like I'm at work.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man?
Were you that kid that turned in the 5-page paper, on the day that it was due, double-spaced and everything was 12.5 font so that you can spread it all out more and make sure that it,
I feel attacked right now.
Your right and left margins were
a lot of judgment.
I'm feeling very attacked.
I know. That's the way it works.
It's not his fault he went after Kim.
I know. That's a tough one to follow.
I know.
Just heard
Well, that's
all
awesome.
kinds of stuff about my favorite part of anybody's body anywhere. So that was,
Yeah.
Then there's this whiskey bar I want to check out called Hardly.
Well, no, we're going to get to the bar thing.
Oh.
That's later.
Oh,
okay.
Okay,
fine.
Hold on to that thought. Yeah.
So I'm not going to Playa because fuck the burn.
Whatever.
I'm not going.
By the way, I was aware of that. The reason that Meg is here is because Meg does the fuck out of her homework. I knew she was going to have a lot of information.
So I actually have 2 camps on my list. One of which I can talk about because it's not my camp. So Gonzo Village, 2 o'clock in D. It's like 3 fucking bars, 2 fucking stages, some kind of like pussy ass fairy cuddle dome thing. An anteater art car that's not finished yet, but it's fucking going to be because I'm part of the crew for that shit, so it's going to be done in time.
How many people is that going to fit?
The art car?
Yeah.
As many bodies as we want to shove in the ass of that thing.
Yeah.
It easily is going to hold 10 to 12. Just the way that, that's comfortable and you're still dancing.
Yeah.
The way that Jake is likely to drive it around, it's going to be scraping its ass on the Playa as it goes. Because Jake's going to want to shove everybody in the universe in there.
There's a lot of shoving happening with this particular.
It's the fucking unholy union of miscreants and backcountry. Shoving is required.
Shoving into the anus of an anteater.
Yes.
Got it.
And drinking hysterically ridiculous amounts of alcohol at the two flaming bars and some pussy ass banana thing.
So Gonzo Village is a combination of 3 camps?
It's miscreants, it's backcountry. It's a little like what they bring to Utopia, where it's Fort Yeah and miscreants and backcountry just all kind of coming together.
Right.
Mostly because we're all dicks and we figure we should just protect one another that way.
Yeah. Sounds like a plan. We are going to be doing a episode soon at some point where we can get into the history of backcountry and miscreants. But
Jesus Christ,
we've randomly hinted at them quite a bit on this show, but never a full on camp profile episode.
Full on everybody thing.
Yeah.
I'm not the one you want on that show. You want people who have actual longer, more respected history with both camps on that show.
We'll look at.
But it's a good time. It's a different time than what you're going to find at most other bar camps or sound camps on Playa. They're rough. They're there's going to be machetes on flaming bars. Yeah. There's going to be blood spitting. There's going to be all of the things that you've come to love from the Ants and the Bats. It's not friendly, fluffy unicorn bullshit time. Is
blood splitting okay on Playa?
Probably.
Is that considered moop?
I think blood would be moop if it hit the Playa. I think you have to shovel that up and take it out with you.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think that's happened in the past, though.
That's good.
We've talked about taking
you should
the dirt
LNT
home.
your blood.
Yeah, we talked about taking the dirt home. But I actually don't know if blood is on the packing list. I'm not going, so I don't fucking care.
It's just tarp the ground.
It'll
look even more horror movie-ish.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, last shit show, we didn't have fake blood, but there were raw eggs, and people were throwing raw eggs at each other in lieu of fake blood. Because
when you don't have any fake blood, you gotta you gotta do something.
Good, because that smells better.
Oh yeah, totally.
But the other camp that I put on my list, because they are kind of the fluffy rainbow unicorn happy game party, is Comfort and Joy. Comfort and Joy is located at 8 and D.
But that tent stank after a while.
Okay. Bitch, you took a bath at Colab with a fucking paper towel. Do not talk.
Well, I'm stank right now, too. Okay.
They are the kind of the fluffy, love, welcoming, so you can have both sides of your spectrum. They do a lot of aerial classes, silks, demonstrations, hands-on. You can get up there and play.
I have been to that camp
it's all party
so
all the
many
time.
times.
Have you been in the tent?
I've never seen anybody there.
They're usually in the tent. Look in the tent.
Don't.
I mean, it might scar you, but what the fuck ever.
It won't scar you, but don't.
Is it a big gay orgy?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
It's a big gay camp with big gay orgy with, they do other things too.
Not really.
They do. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. What the fuck?
I'm the gay here.
My friend... My annual queer playa date, Bobby, is at Comfort and Joy, and so shout out to Bobby.
Hi, Bobby.
Dye your hair pink, motherfucker.
I can tell you, Comfort and Joy is one of my favorite places to go ride around in at some point in the middle of the night where I just kind of like want some fluffy feelings, and you can like ride your bike through like the streamers and like it's got pleasant colors and
it's pretty and they're friendly and it's when you've gone and gotten yourself fucked up at Gonzo Village, just keep going up D until you find comfort and joy, and somebody will pat you on the head and let you pass out.
That is a very, very long bike ride that you are sending them on after being...
I'm not going. I'm not going. They can get lost however the fuck they want. I don't care.
A much better route. What you do is you go into deep playa and then you just don't come back.
Good. That's excellent.
That's fabulous advice. Thank you, Payam, who doesn't exist.
Yeah. You now understand the meme. Fuck you, Payam.
Fuck you, Payam.
I am a figment of your imagination.
I do not exist.
I actually like Kim's description best. He is the snuffleupagus of the burner community.
Lee, what's an interesting camp to find and explore?
Okay, so I was going to try to pivot for everything for the journey, but sitting outside waiting for this interview, I was on Scruff, the gay dating app.
Scruffy gays.
For scruffy gays. And some burner guy hit me up and I've been talking to him for a few days, and he said he's part of Pink Fuzzy Monkey Camp at 915 NA, and so I started asking him about his camp.
We don't have enough pink camps, right? We should have more pink camps.
More pink
More
camps.
pink.
More pink, okay.
Yeah.
More pink, says the gay man.
Yeah.
Weird.
So they do black light... Sorry, I broke my glasses the other day. Black light twister device charging stations and dance... What does that say? I broke my glasses. Sunset dance parties most every of the evenings. Wow,
okay. His grammar is amazing. Hey, gay scruffy guy, your grammar's awesome. I'm judging you right now. They most of the evenings they will be doing sunset dance parties.
Every of the evenings.
Every of the evenings.
Yeah.
So
what does the blacklight part have to do with it?
You don't have to. Actually
They do blacklight twister.
Oh.
So black light twister at night.
Okay, what's the name of the camp again?
Pink Fuzzy Monkey. What the fuck?
Pink Fuzzy Monkey at 915 NA.
Okay.
So right off Esplanade, 915 NA, could be fun.
Is there still a gayborhood this year?
There is a gayborhood in the 730 corridor.
Okay.
Yay. Pretty near Uli Baba's.
Pretty much near Uli Baba.
Yeah.
Celestial Bodies is at that same little thing there.
Cool.
Which is a good... Oh, wait, that question's coming up. I won't say.
Okay. All right. Hold it.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Excellent. That was round one. We have 3 more rounds to go.
Oh my god.
Oh, good
Lord. You guys can go home.
Oh my god.
Not if we keep drinking this wine.
I mean, we might be out soon. We'll have to switch to whiskey.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm fucking tired. I'm not driving you.
You're all on your own. It's okay. We have Uber.
Everybody fuck off.
Oh, that's Little Bear pulling in.
Little Bear!
Oh, she's flipping us off already.
Yeah.
Now this room is Miscreant head backcountry heavy.
Yeah.
When she comes in the door.
I mean, it's just Miscreant heavy.
Yeah, there's no bats here. Unless Owen walks in the door right now. Okay, so round 2. An art piece to...
Don't lump us in with those assholes.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't dream of it.
Is there a risk of Owen walking in the door right now?
I feel like that risk always kind of exists just a little bit everywhere I go.
Okay.
I imagine him hovering outside every door of any building I ever walk into. Okay, so
good to know.
Round 2.
Paranoid.
And I dream about him at night.
We're going to talk about that later.
Wow, the look on Arash's face.
Right?
I know.
I was kind of scared.
I know, too bad.
Okay, Arash, I dream about all my friends all the time, and it's only sometimes a sex dream.
Oh, only sometimes.
Only
That's
sometimes,
disappointing.
not always.
Well, here's the thing. That look was going to be really amazing if this was in an audio-only show and nobody got to see it, so... I broke my own rule. Look,
is it only a sex dream when it's like the most awkward, like that would never happen, or is it just random for you?
Oh, it's random.
Because my sex dreams about our friends are only like the people that like in waking life. They're like, oh, that's not a thing.
Oh, no, mine occupy all the categories.
Oh no, okay,
Yeah.
Just checking.
Yeah.
I will be thinking about that. Round 2.
Meg's and Kim's sex dreams.
Absolutely.
Okay, great.
That would be a different episode.
Might have to do a whole show about that one. Oops. An art piece to find, a workshop to take, or an event to attend. Kim, go.
Ugh, I don't like this question at all.
Really? There's so many options.
I know,
Oh my
and
God.
so here's the thing. And I'm gonna answer it.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the qualifier first.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, just pick one.
No,
Meg.
fuck you.
Hey,
picked...
guys.
Oh,
Hey.
Kim has the floor. Kim has the talking stick.
Would you like my talking wine?
No, thank you.
So they're wine drunk. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, you were the one who did it to them.
It's true.
So, yeah.
I am responsible for
It's
that.
Arash's fault.
I generally, I'll think about, I want to go do this thing at this time, or I want to go see this thing, and it never fucking works out, ever. Yeah. And so I think I've really let go of that over the last couple years, that I'm going to make it to anywhere other than my own obligations at my own camp. So, and then any other like volunteer bullshit that I signed up to do because I'm just make bad choices and keep volunteering for things. But
is your entire reason for not liking those questions that you can never get your shit together enough to go to one? Okay, got it.
Yeah, totally.
It's just a personal complaint.
Yeah, it's a personal complaint that like I don't know. But so I did look at the list that you sent out, and one thing that I saw for the honorarium recipients was there's apparently somewhere out on the playa an installation that's a garden of fairies, and each fairy is different and they say mean things to you.
Oh, I saw that one too. That looked really fucking amazing.
I really like that.
That sounds amazing.
That I hope I can find it. I hope I manage to get my shit together enough to find that, because I would really like to find some.
What is it called?
I don't remember, but it was
scary mean fairies yell at you.
Yeah, it was.
I love you.
The name was something pretty benign, like the fairy garden.
Right.
The unchill fairies.
When you read the description, it's like, oh, they're all different. They all have different, faces, and they say different things about, sort of goes on about it. And then there's this line that sort of implies that they're going to be shit talkers. And so I want to go find the fairies and see what kind of bullshit they say.
Are they like robots, or are people dressed as fairies?
No, it looks like they're a static art installation, and then there's Raspberry Pi programming that makes them interactive.
Okay.
And
they're dicks.
I mean, at least that's what I'm hoping for.
Right.
The description,
please let them be dicks.
Yeah, the description is ambiguous.
Because I can tell, I would be disappointed if I found this art piece and they all just turned out to be just, normal
if they're
fairies.
Nice fairies, that's going to be a huge disappointment.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they're assholes.
Yeah. Talk shit to me.
Yeah, pretty much. I want some fairies to talk shit to me.
I like that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Kim likes assholes. It's how she can sit in this room with us.
She's tolerant of the assholes.
She tolerates assholes. It doesn't mean she likes them.
Versus tolerate. I mean, these are different things.
You're looking
Different
deliberately
words.
for assholes on Playa. Either you're super into anal, or you like ass. Holes.
There's so many
I'm
spin-offs.
gonna stop drinking right now.
Oh my god.
So many spin-offs in this episode that I want to do.
Famous last words.
I would like to point out that
Payam knows Meg doesn't actually ever stop drinking. When she says she's gonna stop drinking, Little Bear, who isn't even on this episode, is shaking her head at me.
Yeah, she asked, by the way, Meg asked for a half a glass of wine, and that's what I poured her.
And that was before this class.
Why don't you pass that bottle over to me so I can have some more of the wine?
Why don't you have some more wine?
Okay,
So
all
that I
right.
can't.
Payam, an art piece to find, a workshop to take, or an event to attend?
I'm really looking forward to the Deep Playa Reiki Yoga Conference.
Please be fucking making that up. Oh my god! Please make.
It's gonna be baller as fuck. It's gonna be out there.
Oh my god!
I'm actually 100% serious about that.
No, this is a thing?
No, I mean, I don't know, probably. There is this one art piece. There's this one art piece, though, that I'm actually really looking forward to experiencing. It's called the Tree of Tenere.
Tenere, yeah.
I figured all those accents meant something, but I ignored them.
You're like, fuck that shit.
This is America.
Yeah, I don't speak Mexican.
Oh my god, I'm pretty sure that's not even Spanish. So shut the fuck up. Whatever.
So it looks really fucking cool in the pictures, and I think that it's going to be really awesome to experience.
Yeah,
out
Tree of
there.
Tenere is like fucking massive, and I feel like 60 people can climb onto it.
And that's another thing, because I like to climb things at night that are dangerous, so
And it
that's
has 45,000 LED lights.
Yeah, some of our friends have been
with a
working on
refresh
it.
rate of 100 times per second.
Whoa.
So, basically, you stole my thing,
Oh.
motherfucker.
We're gonna have a beard off in a second.
Oh shit!
Here's why that's
But that's
completely
okay.
Yeah, because I'm
But that's
pretty
okay.
sure like you're gonna have more information about it.
Yeah.
You should add onto that right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
And then I'll let you steal one of the 4 from my
Please give me the
list.
details, because I didn't get that deep.
So these guys are out of the Bay Area, and they're building out of Carlsbad. And actually, they were at Desert Arts Preview, and we were at Desert Arts Preview. They had like 5% of the 300 projects that are going to be out on Playa placed. And we were there, and it was an amazing night to get to see all 20 of these people up there and interact with them. But they actually had a piece of bark in front of like this picture, and I was like, "What the fuck," But this
Just
piece,
one little
this
tiny
little
strip.
piece that looked like tread of it looked like just a little piece of bark, and I was like, "What the fuck? This is really not impressive." But come to find out,
Catty gay artist man.
yeah, that's me.
I know.
Call it like you see it. So come to
generally
find
do.
out, it's like hand sculpted. The whole friggin' tree is hand sculpted,
That's fucking awesome.
and so
Hand sculpted out of what?
I'm not sure what it's sculpted out of, but
Is it a metallic material?
no, it looks like fucking bark.
Wow.
It's really awesome. This piece,
Pretty sure it's paper mache.
no, it is not paper mache. It is. This piece is so legit.
Yeah.
I came back. I didn't want to talk about this piece, but I wanted to talk about this piece. I was so impressed. I'm like tingling right now, getting goosebumps. I'm so excited about this piece. It is the one thing that I'm like, I'm going to be running from our piece to that piece, from our piece to that piece.
Yeah.
The whole time I'm out there, because it has biometrics. They're going to have performances out there.
What is it? It's like what is it? 45,000 leaves, and then there's like 15,000 LED lights within the leaves.
15,000 LED leaves.
50,000 leaves. Okay.
Yeah.
And then like they're programmed to have all kinds of light shows, and like all kinds of programming's gone into it already.
They have open source software that if you're a programmer, or even if you're not a programmer, it's live up on their website. Links, you can go and you can design programs for the lighting right now.
Yeah,
We have a programmer, our lead programmer. I mean, I feel really impressive about this. She used to work for NASA. She programmed for the Mars rover. Those are our props. These guys are really cool.
Yeah.
They're next level. They're just like,
It's pretty fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
it's really ridiculous. This is going to be the piece that everyone's going to come back talking about.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And in the previous episode, I interviewed some of the leads from the Playa Players Collective, which is going to be a full orchestra and live ballet on Playa. And they're going to be performing in front of the Tree of Tenere on Wednesday night. And they made like this whole agreement, and like the lights are going to react to their performance, and it's all going to be a part of it and everything. And they didn't realize it. They were saying during the interview that like somebody pointed out that the very original performance of the Rite of Spring, which is the ballet that they're performing, actually was in front of a giant tree design. So it worked out perfectly.
Wow.
It's going to be pretty epic.
Rad.
And the history of the Tree of Tenere is really interesting as well. I encourage people to go to the website, look it up. It is a tree that has a long history. It was in Africa. It had a long taproot that went down to a source of water. There were no other trees for miles and miles and miles around.
Super isolated.
It was super isolated. People would come and drink coffee and make agreements there. And in the 1900s, late in the 1900s, some drunken person ran into the tree and killed the tree.
I hope that doesn't happen on Playa.
Some drunk in our car?
Yeah.
I kind of doubt it. I hope not.
That would be pretty.
That would be pretty poetic.
Yeah.
But
the worst way.
this is the one thing that
Yeah.
you will not miss, and it is going to be the the journey's going to be awesome. I'm really excited about this project.
That's such an artist crush. Yeah.
Yeah, total artist crush.
Yeah.
That's right on.
Total artist boner for somebody else's art.
I have another one that I want to talk about. If that's okay.
Another art piece?
Yeah.
Sure.
I saw this one. It was I think it was an honorarium project called the Fellowship of the Grove, or Somnium Communis Silva, the Grove of Collective Dreaming. And it's basically like an audio-visual reactive experience in this dome they have out in Deep Playa. And it's like, let's see, as one enters the dome-like structure, they find themselves in a cozy forestry ambiance in which they create knowingly or unknowingly everlasting piece of sounds, glinting illumination, and visual projection on the canopy of the dome. So basically, it's for people that are in a very interesting state of mind.
Yeah. That's where I'm going to go.
Yeah, exactly. So that seems like a pretty cool place to maybe like go and hang out.
Yeah.
While if you were in one of the aforementioned states earlier, maybe, allegedly aforementioned states, don't do drugs.
You know what this reminds me? At Saguaro Man, my favorite thing at Saguaro Man was the vagina. There was, so at Saguaro Man, like, somebody was like, have you guys gone inside the vagina? And I'm like, where the fuck, where's the...
Hell
so
no.
you go out... Yeah, Leah's not...
Leah's like, no vagina!
Leah's not gone inside a vagina. No, so we go out there, and there's, like, this dome out in, like, in Saguaro Man's version of Deep Playa. And, like, you go, like, to the front of it, and underneath it there is like this perfect kind of like, it's designed to be boba, and you kind of like climb into it, and it's nice and warm and cozy in there, and there's pillows,
which was great because it was snowing,
and there's lighting, and you hear like a heartbeat sound while you're in there, and there's this kind of ambiance sound, and that was like a place to just go hang out inside of the vagina and the warmth all night.
Wow.
Saguaro Man's version of Deep Playa, by the way, was about 250 feet west of our camp.
Yes.
But our camp was supposed to be like prime placement too.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, Deep Playa was like... I threw a stake because I was mad, and I think I hit the thing. So
I was wondering where our stakes were.
Those are my stakes, bitch! You and Romero didn't even fucking bring any. That's why I was mad and threw the thing.
So hungry, and we only had 3 stakes left, and you threw one of them. Okay.
And then Romero took a picture with a fucking hat and a maraca at the fence, and it was all kinds of wrong.
And I offended a lot of people with that.
It was so good.
It was good. Meg, an art piece to find, a workshop to take, or an event to attend.
Okay, fuck workshops, fuck events, because like Kim says, you can't ever get to that shit. Huh? You just can't. I mean, you have every fucking noble intention of getting to whatever, and if you show up, it's completely random. However, the art on Playa is astounding. And because I'm that girl, I have a page of notes on 4 different projects. Go to sleep, Lee. The fuck?
This is my cue to leave. Bathroom breaks for everyone.
Everybody go away. Meg will just talk to the thing. And I'm actually going to keep it really brief on all 4 of these. These are all honorary projects because fuck those guys for not taking my honorary project.
If you'd like to learn more about that, check out We Failed at Arting, a previous episode.
It was a previous episode. Kurt and I yelled about things.
I didn't get an honoraria.
Dude, is this about you, Lee?
Everything.
Well, I'm trying to pivot.
Okay, shut the fuck up. So, I had criteria. I picked a project from San Diego that got an honorary grant. So, go Marco.
Yes.
The Shrine of La Santísima Muerte is bigger, better, and badder than it was at Utopia last year.
Oh, hell yeah.
Out someplace in the fucking Playa. They've been welding the shit out of that fucker at Collab for like 3 months now. Go check that shit out.
Yeah.
Somebody was telling me today.
Absolutely beautiful.
Somebody was telling me. Somebody was asking me today. They were like, "Which art piece was it? The one that had like a bunch of Spanish names in the title?"
Yeah, La Santísima Muerte.
What is that?
I fucking don't know. Ask Marco.
Okay, it was in Utopia though.
It was at Utopia, up next to the temple.
It was near the temple.
It's like a.
Is the picture?
Do you remember Adrian's red?
Yeah, it's
LED lights.
Oh, right.
It was right next to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's amazing. It was gorgeous then. It's bigger and better and badder now.
Right.
It's really beautiful.
Okay. Good.
So there's a project called Temporary Nature, which I have spent my entire life as a burner, however long the fuck that's been now.
6 months.
Yes, there we go, that's it. Explaining to people how the playa is made out of sea monkeys. I frequently am greeted with disbelief.
No, it's true.
It's absolutely fucking true.
It's totally true.
The playa dust is made of sea monkeys, ladies and gentlemen. And this project,
find out.
Temporary Nature, is fucking fairy shrimp kite things on poles out in the fucking deep playa, talking about the temporary nature of what we do on playa.
Okay, hold on a second. You said right now there's a bunch of words that when put into a sentence did not make sense to me.
The
Have
playa
some more
is
wine.
made of sea monkeys.
What are sea monkeys?
Sea monkeys are fairy shrimp. Brine shrimp.
Okay.
You-
So are they alive?
You lived
Yes.
in Iran too
okay,
long.
stop.
Yeah. 3 years.
Okay, so you've been watching all year about like people freaking out because the playa's underwater because it's a lake. Because it's a fucking lake, ladies and gentlemen.
Right. Is that what playa means?
No, playa means beach, but whatever.
Okay.
So
gosh.
the
I don't
alkaline.
speak Mexican.
The Spanish.
Oh my God, we're all going to hell.
Wow. This is the most racist burner podcast I've ever been on.
It might not.
He's part of
actually
the brown people. It's okay.
He's
He
brown.
can say it.
Y'all two are brown, so it's okay. We're good. Yeah.
This is exactly why white people are in such hot water.
This is factual. I'm not saying you're wrong.
Oh, you should have been with us at Saguaro, man.
Oh my God, no, that was bad.
Hot water like the playa.
Okay, so the playa is made
All right, everybody shut
of
up.
the playa is made of sea monkeys. The Black Rock Desert is actually a vernal pool. We have them in San Diego too. It's a lake that
Yes,
only
we do,
exists.
but they're much smaller.
Yeah, ours are like the size of your hand. It's
No,
a lake
they're a
that
little
only
bigger.
exists immediately after rain.
Okay.
And part of the reason we do all the playa restoration and all that other stuff is because it is a major way station for migrating birds. Because when it's wet, all of these dried out, desiccated fairy shrimp eggs that are buried underneath the playa, buried in that dust that we eat and drink in all of our stuff, they are rehydrated and they hatch and they mate and they make more. And so it's a very temporary lake full of food for migrating birds.
Like in a giant food bowl.
Yes.
Yes.
So there's actually a spot kind of over next to Rampart where the Fish and Wildlife Service and the Bureau of Land Management set up an information booth every year.
Right.
And they go out a couple of weeks before the event with aquariums full of water and they scoop up playa and they throw it in the aquariums and you can go look at the sea monkeys.
Wow. Okay.
The playa is made of sea monkeys.
Okay. All right. So what's
there's
the
an
art
art project. It's called Temporary Nature. It's fucking fairy shrimp. It's rad.
That's so
Okay.
cool.
All right.
This one I selected because I'm grateful that it's there because it meant we got to do something really cool from San Diego. So it's called the Temple of Awareness, and it is built by the Utah crew who normally builds E11's temple. Because they were so involved in this honoraria project, we had the opportunity to take Utopia's 2016 temple out and burn it at E11. So shout out to my Utah peeps. I fucking love you guys.
Hey, thank you, Utah.
Everybody should go check out their temple because they didn't get to build one for their own burn because they were building this.
That's cool.
And the last one,
burn ours.
and they let us burn ours, and that was fucking baller.
Yeah.
And the last one I picked just because that name, though. Oh my God, there's a project out there someplace called Uncle Charlie's Red Hot Cock.
Wow.
Yeah.
Uncle Charlie's Red Hot Cock. Apparently, you can ride on it. Go find it and tell me what the fuck it's about.
Oh, okay.
Because
Nice.
I guess it's technically a chicken, but it's called Uncle Charlie's Red Hot Cock.
I think I got swag from them last year.
I'm just saying it
Sounds really familiar.
I love that as soon as Kim heard the name of that
she
project, she took
starts
out her
making
notebook.
notes.
Yeah.
Oh my
like,
God,
yeah,
I
no,
love
I
you
gotta-
so
first
much.
thing
But I was like, oh, I should
Uncle
make a note
Charlie's
about
Red
this.
Hot Cock.
Yeah.
It's out there. It got an honoraria grant. Please, somebody come home and tell me all about it.
I'm with it.
I'm
All right,
on
let's
it,
go.
Meg.
Let's go check out
I will
Charlie's
do
cock.
that.
Red Hot
for
Cock.
you.
Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, Lee.
Okay.
Do you need your glasses?
He doesn't have any glasses. He broke them.
I broke them a week after getting new ones that I'd broken the week
Yeah.
before.
Oh man.
That was really fun. Okay, so there are a couple things. There is going to be a 40-foot tall pink flamingo out there.
I saw that.
And it's actually, those guys are funny fuckers. And it's going to be kind of cool. And they're going to have a grass lawn. Not real grass, but anyway, AstroTurf. And a white picket fence around it. So it's going to be kind of fun. So go check that out.
Shut up. That's fucking awesome. I love that.
It's really fucking funny.
Does it do anything?
It doesn't do anything. It's just there.
It's just okay.
Go
yeah.
have fun.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
They were going to make it an art car, but then they realized that motherfucker's going to be heavy as shit, and they couldn't make it an art car, so
That's fucking great.
it's just going to be static. Then there is this piece called Flower Tower. One of the funny things that happened at Desert Arts Preview, everyone that got up just kept saying how tall their piece was going to be. Because
it's a dick
Oh my
war.
god!
It was
You
a
see
dick
the size
war.
of my piece. My piece is so big.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Meg, can you
Like
pronounce that first one in that list right there? That's the pink flamingo.
Fuck no, I can't.
Yeah, no.
Phonicoptera.
Give it to Kim.
Phonocopterus rex?
Yes.
Sounded good.
Yeah, I'll go with
I would just go with
Payam's
that,
pronunciation.
Yeah, that's it.
Or
Phonocopterus rex.
Phenocopterus rex? 'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
I just got to
it
the
looks like
fuck,
phoenix.
'cause I
Like,
can't-
Yeah. So that's it.
That's the flamingo.
That's the pink
That's
flamingo
the
one.
flamingo.
That's great.
Yeah, that's going to be out there. That's really cool. Check that out. It's really cool. Flower Tower is going to be out there. It's over 70 feet tall.
Oh boy.
It's really, really, really
What
cool.
the hell kind of heavy equipment are they using to fucking put that shit together?
It's a metal sculpture, and then they have these metal flowers that are attaching to it. The arches on this thing are Gaudi style, and it has flames coming off of it, and there's a
course it has
platform
flames.
20 feet
I
up.
have a 70-foot flaming phallus with flowers.
Yeah.
It is going to be really, really cool. A guy by the name of Kevin Clark is doing that piece. It's going to be super, super impressive. He's done art on Playa before. I really recommend checking out that piece. Another piece you've probably seen because they've done just a phenomenal job on marketing and PR on this piece, and that's Gummy Bear Pyramid.
Oh my god, that thing looks hysterical.
It is. They're not using real gummy bears because that shit would melt. But they're doing. They did model after real gummy bears. They and then they made fiberglass gummy bears, and they're encased between plexiglass.
It's fucking hysterical.
And
It's gummy
fucking
bears,
great.
man.
They you can go inside. They're going to be performances and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, go check out that. And then, of course, come see The Journey. Come see us. If you have an art car, come by. During the day,
Where's the
it gonna
journey
be?
placed?
out in Deep Playa, we don't, our projects never know where you're going to be placed until you get there. We've asked to be between 10 and the temple. So during the day, it's a quiet, reflective experience based on the 7 chakras. So,
I love that we got you pronouncing that right too now.
of course, after you corrected me the first time I started in.
Wait, what's the wrong way?
Well, no, it's not necessarily wrong. So everybody says chakra, and then we actually, when we did the Tantra episode with Amy and Sean,
oh, it's
we
actually
had-
chalk.
yeah, we had an email from somebody from Austria who's married to an Indian husband, and she's like, if you guys are experts on this, you should be pronouncing it correctly. It's chakra.
Snap.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, you know what? Now we're gonna fucking pronounce this
Does
correctly.
Amy know this?
Yeah.
All right.
We passed the message along.
All right.
we listened to our viewer. We listened to our viewer mail. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Excellent. You good, Lee?
Hey, one last one.
Besides
is
The Journey.
Methuselah, which is it is a replica of the oldest tree on Earth, and it is a metal and glass sculpture that is being placed out in Deep Playa that is a replica of the oldest tree on Earth, and
Who's
it's going to
doing
be
that one?
absolutely beautiful
More
and
trees.
stunning. Yeah, this Israeli woman and another man, and it
That's where I
is
saw
going
it.
to be stunning, and she is a very wonderful, gracious woman, and just get out there and check out these pieces. They are just going to be outstanding pieces of art out there on Playa.
Apparently there's a lot of trees on Playa this year.
Yeah, Playa's fucking turning into a forest little by little.
I like that we go out to this dried lake bed where there's no vegetation and people bring trees.
No,
I
it's
think
kind of
that's
rad,
beautiful.
actually. It says a
Yeah.
lot about human nature, actually.
Yeah,
Perfect.
sure does.
All right, Kim.
Oh god. All right.
Round 3-ish.
Round 3, fight! Sorry.
A dance floor. Finish her. A dance floor to shake your
I love
booty
you
at,
so much.
or a bar to slam drinks at. Those are both things that you don't want to do.
I mean,
No dancing or drinking for Kim.
So I wouldn't say that either of those statements are true. However, I think that there are certain things about Burning Man that I really love, and then there are other things that are not as much of a draw for me. And so I don't usually go out in pursuit of either of those experiences. And so I don't know. I mean, I think in terms of bars, you know, it's kind of going to be where are my friends' camps, or like the camp that I was walking past when I was out for a bicycle ride with my friend Arash, or I guess we would have been bicycling, not walking past it. Right. But, you know, where you just kind of like happen upon something and there it is and you have an experience in the moment. I don't have anything that's like, oh my god, you need to go find this thing, at least not bar-wise. Except for Uli Baba's when we have events and we have open bar, then that's amazing. 7:30 Plaza, please come see us.
Reasons I love Kim.
So, I would say in terms of places to dance, I generally enjoy the Ego Trip Welcome Home Party, which is usually on Monday, or is always on Monday night, I think, if I'm remembering that correctly. The last few years, my camp has been placed in the 430 sector, and there's a camp, I believe, like around 430 in Esplanade most of the time, called Planet Earth.
Planet Earth!
I love Planet Earth.
It's my fucking favorite.
So, and it's small, and it's like an indoor, you know, wooden floor. Like, it feels like you're inside in some, like, dive bar, but they have, like, a pretty good 80s dance party, and I really enjoy that.
They have an 80s night, and, like, I love mid-2000s trance, and so like they have a mid-2000s trance night.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, like, I don't...
So amazing.
I am not
fuck yourself.
I'm not a connoisseur of EDM. Like, I don't give a fuck about DJs. I don't give a fuck about big bumping sound stages. Like, I just don't care. Like, I've been to District and wanted to, you know, punch people. Like, I've been to the white party at Opulent Temple, and it can just all whatever. I'm glad that other people enjoy it. It's not my thing. So yeah, I like the dance party at Planet
me
Earth.
and you are going on a playa date to District because I would like to watch you punch people.
Right?
Oh my god, that'd be so fun.
Oh my god.
I want to watch
Can I
Kim
punch
lose her
with you?
shit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't actually want to punch people. I'm just saying, you know, I think that
I do.
those things are not my cup of tea.
Lee does want to punch people.
Okay, well, Lee, I support you in that, except unless law enforcement gets involved, in which case I'm out of there.
I know
Whoever you
you.
pick.
Oh.
Yeah, she just drops.
All right.
She drops
Collaborative
you.
punching.
Like,
She's like, yo, you on your own, homie?
That person was shitty. Go hit them. Bye.
Yeah.
See ya, howdy.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, not me, her.
Yeah.
Payam, a dance floor to shake your booty at or a bar to slam drinks at?
I read about this whiskey bar, Hardly.
They're
and-
mean.
Are they?
They are. You should go. You'll like it.
Okay. I mean,
You should go. You'll like it.
No,
I mean,
you will.
it's-
You're going to appreciate their shtick.
I mean that's pretty much. I mean, on the level with what we do at Bastards, except their bar is probably not on fire, and there's probably not.
Our
fake
bar is
wine.
bad. Badass.
Really red.
Okay.
It's usually on the 430 portal, and when I get placed in 430, it's like this big red beacon of a thing, and yeah, they're mean. They're like a mean whiskey bar that like just pours whiskey down your throat. You'll enjoy it.
Fantastic. That sounds like a great place
pretty
to go.
cool.
Final?
Great place to go when it's cold.
I can dig it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then dance floor, 2:00 and be gone.
Perfect. Meg?
Well, I have
Friday night.
Friday night.
Friday night, Gonzo Village.
Wednesday, actually, Thursday through Saturday.
Yeah.
Definitely catch Brandon's set at 6 a.m.
There'll be Duckman at some
Friday
point.
morning.
Nice. Were you Brandon Vasquez from Moon Tribe?
No such thing.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
God, I hope I can book that guy on the show someday.
Whatever. Fucking DJs.
Oh, was he listening when I was saying I don't care about DJs? Is he
I don't care about DJs either.
No.
DJs, racism, all of it.
Okay, good. Hear all
Brandon
the
doesn't
things.
care about DJs.
I know.
Alright.
Most DJs I know don't care about DJs.
Okay, that's
Except
good.
for themselves.
Yeah.
I got a
Except for
second
themselves.
Kim on Planet Earth. It's the same fucking thing I said last year.
I know.
Like, if you're gonna go look for someplace to dance, go to Planet Earth.
Yeah.
My favorite is the this band versus that band. Like, they'll do like a Bon Jovi versus, you know,
Def
Europe.
Leppard.
Def Leppard. One night was Depeche Mode versus the Smiths, and it was the most depressing hour on Playa. It was so great. It was so good. I was so happy. So definitely, if you want to just dance and you do not give two fucks about which kind of EDM you're listening to, then that's a pretty good place to check out. And they've got kind of like a billboard out front that tells you what time they're doing what shows,
yeah,
what
it's
sets.
a pretty epic schedule. Like every night,
every
day,
night
there's all
it's
kinds
stuff.
of shit on the schedule.
If you're gonna drink, just go drink with my fam. Go down to Gonzo Village at 2:00 in D in the middle of fucking nowhere, and just drink with the fam. You can tell them Meg said that you should have whiskey, and they will fucking ignore you. So it's cool. There's
Can I tell you,
two
by the way,
flaming bars.
I'm extra amused by the fact that you guys are at 2&D because I feel like I don't want to generalize too much, but I feel like there's a good amount of Sparkle Pony like concentration in that particular area.
Good.
Where are you,
Let's
Arash?
fuck that shit
Who
up.
are you camping with, and where are you?
He's at 2&E. Speaking of Sparkle,
I'm with Burners Without Borders. I'm at 245 and Esplanade.
Okay. Oh, in Esplanade.
Yeah.
Jeez.
You guys are all gonna walk past.
Oh,
me
I thought you were at Transformation.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's the rest of the hippies.
No,
There you go.
Yeah.
I've never been with Transformation.
Don't be with Transformation.
Yeah, but I mean, I end up over there at some
So
point.
245 in Esplanade. Okay.
Yeah.
We actually have to hang out this time.
Yeah. We're doing it.
Okay.
We're doing it.
Yeah.
We were talking about this. Actually, we were texting about this. We're gonna walk around like really play up the Persian card. It's gonna be really great.
Yeah, we're gonna be drinking tea. He's gonna have a handheld hookah.
Yeah.
One of us is gonna have kebab.
We gotta carry around a carpet.
Yeah, I
Everywhere we go.
actually have
You should
one.
probably try and sell everyone a car.
I had one. I had one that was like entrance mat kind of, but it was like a fucking Persian rug entrance mat.
Yeah. That's perfect.
There's a Persian rug art car, isn't there? Or am I hallucinating that?
Yeah, it's probably.
I think there was.
Yeah,
Like,
there
like a
was.
But I mean,
carpet,
is it real Persians though?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how to
It's a car.
authenticate it.
Probably
If
not.
it's a car, yes.
Well, it's an art car.
No, but
You're right.
did you hear the part where I told
around?
Arash that you guys should try and sell everyone
Yeah.
cars?
No, I'm with that.
Oh my god.
We should
I'm
wear
down.
Try and sell
all
everyone cars.
black and gold chains and walk around trying to sell everybody beer.
I'm bringing a suit.
I'm a
You
really
should
big
bring a
fan
suit.
of that. Kara did a thing
Oh my God, please
where
do
they
this.
went around
Right.
pretending to be everyone's Jewish grandmother. And I thought that was fantastic when they told me that they did that last year.
That's
pretty
beautiful.
great.
Just be walking up to people as their booby and just
That's so
it-
great.
That's amazing.
So yeah, I
That's
fully
so good.
support. This
Yeah.
is really good.
I would
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
support one idea I have for a performance piece, which I like to refer to as the Angry Grand Mob. Which is
Oh my god, we
basically-
never actually
Yeah,
do
we-
that,
we
and
ne-
I
we-
always
we-
really
we
want
never
to.
did it, and like I think it just needs a little bit more planning.
I want it to happen so bad.
I think it's
Payam.
just like it's a performance piece. It's not up. It's not.
Oh my god, we gotta also drench ourselves in cologne.
Oh yeah. But like,
No, thank you.
yeah,
It'll get ranted really fast.
we
Yeah.
just got so sidetracked.
Okay.
Anyway,
Lee.
It's important though. We covered some
important.
important
Yeah, this is
Okay.
important. Super
Go to
important.
planet Earth
All of
and
this
look
is
for
important.
Persians.
Yeah. Lee,
yeah,
All of this is very
this is really important.
Important
everything
shit.
Yeah. Lee, dance floor or bar?
Okay.
Or both.
Or both, sure.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I would suggest
Alright, so what happened was...
Okay.
midday drinking, do the naked bike ride on Wednesday, or is it Tuesday? I don't know, one of those days.
Whatever, ride your bike naked and drink.
Yeah, you go from camp to camp to camp and have a drink. It's a gay thing. Anyway,
Let me ask you,
that sounds real
hasn't
gay.
had any
it's totally gay.
that hasn't had any hiccups
no
with
straight people
the
do
with like
that
the
at
new
all.
sheriff or Gerlach that took over that was like threatening to like arrest people if they were seen naked around kids or some shit. Nobody knows anything about that. Okay, don't worry about it. Continue.
Okay, I would suggest that, or go to Celestial Bodies right there by Ulu Baba.
There's
at-
literally a
On
cricket
the
sound, by the way.
730 Plaza.
Yeah. Celestial Bodies is great. They have their standard drink. It's
I don't actually even know what Celestial Bodies is. I mean, I know it's a camp I've heard of. What is their deal? What's their theme?
they serve electrolyte vodka drinks.
So basically,
It balance it out. It's like having nothing.
Get fucked up and stay hydrated. It's good.
It's super not how that works, but okay.
that's hilarious.
Yeah, and it's good. You hang out in shade, and there are always people there. They're one of the first bars to open, one of the last bars to close. Good camaraderie, nice place to hang out. They're good people, and I've got to know some of the people from Disorient over the past year, so I'm really looking forward to hanging out at Disorient at night. Not that I'm a dancer, but I like the way they fuck up with the way you look at things. So, I'm really looking forward to hanging out there.
With it. Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. We only have like 2 more hours to go.
Oh my god.
So
I'm leaving.
That's all?
Kim.
I've left 3 times already.
Payam doesn't exist, so he can't
not
actually
here.
keep leaving.
I am a figment of your imagination.
Kim, I have question number 4. Like, you're going to,
All right.
answer this one, right? And not shit on it? Number 4?
I don't remember which one.
What is question number 4?
I think I was mostly worried about that middle one, about like the art or the workshop or whatever the stuff is that I don't have my shit together enough to do. I think whatever 4 was, I was okay with.
Okay, it's a survival tip that is from your own personal experience. So, like, not just like, you said hydrate, like something that's like very specific.
Can I give 2?
Sure.
Okay.
No.
Shut up, Meg.
Sorry, there's nobody voted against it. You can't do
Okay,
shit.
so the first one is for all burners with vaginas to be sure to bring all manner of things that your vagina might need on Playa. So everything from condoms and lubricant of all varieties to stuff to treat yeast infections, stuff to treat UTIs, stuff for if you get your period while you're there. Like, just fucking be prepared for anything and everything that could possibly go wrong with your vagina to go wrong while you're on Playa. If you're a person who like gets UTIs, go to your doctor and get antibiotics ahead of time, or get the over-the-counter stuff. Like, be prepared. You don't want to be on Playa with like a UTI or yeast infection or bleeding all over the place with nothing to stop it. Well, not stop it, but catch it. So that's the first thing.
Is there a male version of those needs? Like,
Well, I was actually going to, when we get to me, I'm going to talk to you about Monostat, actually.
We're going to talk about okay, all right.
Yeah, because that'll be useful for all sorts of things.
Okay, so the cream that is generally used to treat yeast infections in women's vaginas is also good for all of those weird wet skin rashes that you get on Playa. Like, if, you get like a...
Because you're like wet and sweaty.
Because you're wet and sweaty, and so you've got some rubbing action. That's actually an external yeast infection. And you can use the same cream, you can apply it just topically, and it will drastically improve your comfort as you're walking around with like raw, icky, sticky balls.
And I would
infections.
say even...
It happens to balls a lot,
Happen to balls, yeah.
Before you get to that point where you have that kind of yeast or thrush, whatever we want to call it, things, some people swear by stuff like cornstarch, which dries you out, and then there's also the option of Body Glide, which reduces friction. So all of those kinds of things are good. Basically, expect your body to just retaliate against you for being in this
Your body hates you for going to Burning Man.
So
Why did you bring me here?
Because it's
pretty
hell.
much. So then the other survival tip that I have based on my personal experience is...
Can I cat sit?
Right? He's like, fuck this burn!
No, goddammit, Lee, no. You're going to Burning Man. Fuck.
Just be prepared to take care of your skin.
Yeah. Don't get a yeast infection.
Right.
Okay.
On your balls.
So, my other survival tip
Or down my
is...
urethra.
Shh.
That's
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
hey.
I heard something down my urethra.
We
My
never
other
had
survival
a
tip
talk.
has nothing to do with urethras. It has to do with, as somebody who, my second burn, was very seriously injured and had to be medically evacuated.
You can hear that whole story, by the way, on Kim's episode of Burner Podcast.
You can.
I don't know what
She
number
also
that is.
talks about Uli Babas. It's way early.
Yeah.
So there is an interesting balance between really embracing everything that Burning Man has to offer in terms of pushing our own limits across all domains. So physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, interpersonally. There are all sorts of ways that you can push your limits at Burning Man in ways that you can't in other places. And that's one of the things that I love the most about the burn. And that it is a space that, by and large, we are free to do those things and have the kind of experiences that we want to have. And in getting seriously injured, one of the things that I realized is that at the same time that it's really, one of my values is embracing limit pushing, it's also good for me to know where are my limits, where are those lines, what is just past the lines where it is a good idea to push on those limits, and then where is it really, you know what, I know myself, I understand who I am, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, interpersonally, and where do I need to put limits in place that I'm going to honor, and that I'm going to respect those things for myself, regardless of what's going on around me in my environment, regardless of what my friends and loved ones and partners are doing, regardless of, what the people at the camp that I'm, at their event are doing, to really, no matter what kind of experience I'm having in the moment, to stay grounded and to stay centered enough to know who I am and what my limits are and where I need to say no.
Yeah.
And that's hard because the thing about limits is we usually don't know where they are until we've past them.
Yeah.
And then we
Oh shit, it was back there.
dial it back. Exactly. It's not until we can turn around and be like, oh fuck. But so it's a work in progress. And yeah, I mean, and I realize in a lot of ways that's a really kind of generic or vague, non-specific survival tip, but we all have limits, and we all ideally are going to Burning Man as people who know ourselves and understand who we are and what kind of experiences we're trying to have. And if we can set an intention ahead of time around the kind of experiences we want to have and the kind of limits that we want to push, and to be clear about that, because it's going to look different for every person.
Right.
And then and then honor those things that we have set out for ourselves.
To be able to directly and openly communicate with yourself about what those limits are.
Yeah.
If this is a silly example, but if you can do 12 push-ups, go for 14. Don't go for 27.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or maybe don't go for 12 on Playa.
There you go.
If you go for your 14 on Playa, do it in the morning when you've gotten a reasonable amount of sleep and you're hydrated, and an hour after you ate breakfast, not at 3 a.m. when you've been up. And,
no, I can tell you I like to run, so I am looking forward to running this year on Playa with the marathoners. I'm not going to do a fucking marathon.
Okay. Yeah.
but I will go for a couple of miles just to get that experience, and then next year I might go a little bit further.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can do it.
That sounds like
reasonable-ish.
Reasonable-ish.
Yeah.
Reasonable-ish, I think, is a good, kind of personal goal to set.
Reasonable-ish.
Everything-ish.
Ish.
Welcome to Burning Man.
Yeah.
Try to be reasonable-ish.
Yeah. I mean, the thing about Burning Man is, you don't have to try very hard to have over-the-top experiences.
Yeah.
You don't have to push yourself
You'll
that
stumble
hard.
into it.
Yeah, you're going to have over-the-top experiences whether you want to or not.
Yeah.
So, if you can ish around everything...
That feels safe.
That helps. I mean, it's not safe. It's just
it doesn't have to be
slightly
safe.
less.
It has to be ish.
No, fuck safe.
Slightly less unsafe.
Yeah. Safety third. Yeah. But not seventh.
For me, safety second.
Okay.
And that's with respect to physical safety. I'm now a safety second person.
Got upgraded.
Not safety third. Yeah.
Perfect.
Safety third resulted in bad things for me.
She has evidence of it. Photos and broken bones and everything.
Yeah.
All right. Payam. Survival tip.
Again, I don't know how I could follow that without something not sounding as poignant and also very comprehensive.
Yeah. You should just plug Gonzo again.
Yeah. So basically,
Alibaba's 730 Plaza.
Basically, I'm gonna just standard life advice. Don't do heroin. Heroin's very bad.
Right?
Just don't do it.
Is that
ever.
heroin at Burning Man?
Is that a gateway drug? I hear.
don't know.
Oh my god!
I'm just
see, it's good like my
You're gonna get dust all over the needle.
Sticking to my guns. Don't do heroin.
Yeah.
Don't.
That's legit life advice.
Okay.
How about meth?
Meth is to me
No.
No one should ever do
on the
that.
same level as heroin. Don't do meth. Don't do meth.
No meth, no heroin.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I think that about covers it. Bring
Should
extra
people
socks.
randomly yell "fuck you, Payam" while they walk around?
Absolutely.
Bring extra socks.
Yeah.
So many extra socks.
Bring extra socks.
That's completely my survival tip, by the way. I have
Socks.
multiple pairs of shoes, lots of extra socks. There's my daytime socks and nighttime socks. That is huge.
And just don't do heroin.
And don't
do heroin.
Socks, heroin. Got it. So you're like Lieutenant
Socks,
Dan's advice.
No heroin, no meth.
No heroin, no meth. Okay. You got excited about
I
something.
got excited about the extra socks thing. There was
Yeah.
a trick that I saw. There's a great Facebook group called Burner Hacks, and so this is a little beyond survival. But so if you bring your pillow and pillowcases and stuff a whole bunch of pillowcases into each other, every other night or so you can take off a pillowcase and throw it with your dirty laundry, and then you have a clean, fresh pillow to sleep on.
Wow.
And so you don't have to pack them separately. You just put a whole bunch of pillowcases on your one pillow.
Okay, I'm
You
there
just
for
peel
almost a
them
month.
off.
Right?
Well,
Wait,
I don't know
I
what
mean,
to
hold-
tell you, Lee.
I cover my bed with a tarp.
Yeah,
And then it's
I
fine.
do that too, but I really,
Do we need that many pillowcases?
I get really excited about the fresh pillowcase.
Yeah.
They also make a
I know
lovely
that there are
laundry
people
bag.
that are listening
Okay.
that would appreciate that tip. So
They
we
make,
thank
that is a
you.
good tip.
and they make
True.
a lovely laundry bag so that when you're going through your buckets that you've now thrown
Yeah.
all over the inside of your tent, and you can't remember which underwear are clean and which ones aren't. The dirty ones are in the pillowcase laundry bag. Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
That is a good tip.
Meg, safety tip.
Okay, so here's my thing, and this is
Survival tip. My
survival tip. If you don't, I'm going to talk to you about drugs that we don't do because they're illegal in Nevada.
Okay.
If you don't do it at home, if you've never done it before, the burn is not the place to experiment for the first time
I
with
agree.
something.
That is
Nice.
really
It's
That is
not
excellent
smart.
advice.
No matter how safe you feel, no matter how much you feel like this is the great place to experiment and
Right,
learn and
right.
find out about yourself, if you've never done acid, the burn is the wrong place to start. If
Absolutely
you've never
agree.
done heroin, if you've never done meth, if you've never done coke,
She totally
if you
caveated.
Do not do meth.
Okay.
Do not do
Don't-
heroin.
don't-
at the burn.
Don't start.
don't do something that you have no
That was-
experience
That was
with.
actually one that I was thinking of saying prior to the heroin thing.
Is-
But I'm like on board with exactly what
Yeah.
you're
Don't
saying.
Spot on.
if you've never done it before, the burn is not the best place to try it for the first
And
time.
it is probably the biggest like urban myth type
That's
thing.
what- and
that-
that's- it's
like,
the
yeah,
thing,
That's
is
the
like,
place to do it.
I'm
Just
going to go
try
out and I'm going to
LSD.
try
No.
LSD for the first time, and I'm going to, and it's
No.
good. And
No.
this is not where,
Yeah.
because
No.
you're already fighting for your life. You may not recognize it, but you are literally, your body is trying to shut down from the minute you arrive on Playa.
Yeah.
Everything about this particular environment is not safe for human habitation. The alkalinity, the dryness, the heat, the extreme cold. I mean, you're talking about like 40, 50 degree thermometers some days.
Right.
All of these things, the dehydration, the lack of caloric intake because you're going to forget to fucking eat. All of these things, your body is trying to shut down already.
Yeah.
You're already fighting for survival from the minute you get there and set your shit up.
For instance, right now it's 8:25, meaning it's 9:25 in Gerlach. It's 92 degrees there.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Whoa.
It's
Motherfuckers.
What?
it was
Yes.
100. It was 108
Wait, that's,
earlier today.
Burning Man's not in a different time zone.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
What?
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me? Wait. What? Wait, so we changed time zones?
You go to Mountain Time Zone
Are you serious?
when you enter the state of
This is
Nevada.
going to be my 7th burn. I
And you
didn't
never
know
knew.
that.
Do you watch your watch the whole time you're at Burning Man?
I didn't know there were sea monkeys.
Yeah, and sea monkeys and time zones. Yeah, so that's just my advice.
We educate.
We all go there knowing that we want to party on some massive level.
I'm upset about this.
Just being there and not being dead is a pretty massive level. So if it's something new, something you've never done before, the burn is most likely not the please don't do it there best place for that new activity that you've never partaken in.
According to Google, Gerlach,
No, it's
Nevada
fine.
is in Pacific
No, it's
time.
the same time. It's the same time. You're correct.
Okay.
No,
all
yeah,
right.
I thought
I stand
thought
corrected.
It was
I'm sorry.
later.
Meg was saying really important things, but I just couldn't let that shit.
That's cool.
I stand
Okay.
corrected.
Oh, I was really like, I was gonna need like a moment there. If
That
that
is-
Yeah,
was-
I thought I didn't change time zones slowing across the
Definitely
entire
different
border.
temperatures, though. I mean, that's the important
yeah.
Sure. Yes,
But-
that's important.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah.
true. But just time
Yeah,
zone.
it's a dangerous place to go.
Take a
So
glass of water.
treat it
I have some
respectfully.
water. I'm gonna sip
Okay.
it quietly.
All right.
Treat Burning Man respectfully.
That's excellent. Excellent advice. Lee, survival tip.
My survival tip is no sandals, no open-toed shoes.
I wear flip flops on Playa all the time.
Me too.
What a winner.
From my experience, nay.
Take care of your
I
feet.
did it for one time, one day, in camp, and it was not good. I'm a redhead. I have fair skin. If you
Have no
have fair skin, what's that? And no soul.
Lee has no soul.
I have no soul. We all know it.
Not even because he's a ginger.
Jay Good has made special necklaces for me just because I have no soul. But anyway, take care of your skin.
Yeah, the playa foot thing is interesting because like we've definitely you talk to 50 different people, they've had 50 different experiences. I've just never experimented with it just to be safe. Because when you see pictures of playa foot, you're like, oh.
Oh no, and it can
My
be really
feet
bad.
cracked.
But
My feet cracked, and they were a mess for the whole week, no matter what I did. I lotioned them. I kept 2 pairs of socks on. I kept them in shoes the rest of the week. The best experience I had was the year that I wore boots the entire time. They had 4-inch platforms on them the entire time. I had nice, heavy, all cotton socks on the entire time. They were leather boots. Blessed be.
Beautiful.
So take care of your skin. Take care of yourself.
Yeah.
If you are going to be on your knees, down in the dirt, down in the playa.
Lee's on his knees a lot out there.
I'm building this year, so I'm going to be wearing gloves. I'm going to be wearing elbow pads. I'm going to be wearing knee pads. Even though I'm going to be wearing long sleeves and long pants, I'm going to have elbow pads, shoulder pads, and gloves on just because I don't want to come back to camp with cracked skin and out there for over 3 weeks. It will not be pretty for me.
No.
So take care of yourself, peeps.
Skin. All right. Guys, this has been such a fun episode to record.
Woohoo podcast!
So happy that exactly this particular crew came by. It always works out perfectly. Thank you so much.
Thank you
for all the amazing advice you gave.
Arash.
You guys are fucking rad.
We know.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Gonzo Village. Gonzo Village. 2 o'clock a D.
Don't come to the banana stand. It sucks. But if you do, make sure Meg buys me a case of 99 bananas.
And when you go by, please make sure that you sing your favorite Tori Amos song.
I love Tori Amos.
He loves Tori Amos.
Me and Tori are like this. You can't see, listeners.
But he's doing the thing where you're crossing.
But he has one hand making a circle, and the other hand just one finger out.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I did. I'm not even gonna deny it. Yeah,
he's doing the finger into the whole thing.
Yeah. I'm a disgusting pervert.
Oh God, we are grown-ups doing important things.
Yes, we are.
Okay,
still feel like I'm at work.
Love you guys.
Love you, Ash.
Fuckers, well, I'll see you guys in the dust. Please give us a like on Facebook and join the Facebook group. I'd love to see some more interactions and discussion happening there so that we can use that as inspiration for topics that we can cover on this very show. And please, please, please leave us a review on iTunes. I know some of you guys are doing it. We need more. It helps get the show more visibility so that more of our tribe can be a part of this conversation. All of the links are over at burnerpodcast.com. You can connect with me on all the social medias at Mr. Arash. That's MRARASH. I am the most active on Facebook and Instagram, but you can tweet me and stuff as well. Burner Podcast is released on the first and third Wednesday of the month and is available on Stitcher, iTunes, Spreaker, iHeart Radio, and TuneIn Radio, among others. The show is not hard to find. Shout out to all of our staff. Absolutely not limited to, but we do appreciate the Burner Podcast team, which does include associate producers Denise Lozano, Tori Massey, network music editor Navjit Sarna, who does also produce Burner Podcast Presents Alkaline, and of course Super Sue's out of the Bay Area, working tirelessly to bring you our sibling show from up there into the fire. All these links can be found at burnerpodcast.com. We do thank you, dear listeners, for all of your support. You are fucking wonderful. I love your messages. I read all of the emails that come in. You are amazing. They keep us going. And our opening theme music, America's Horse with No Name Remix, is produced by Joman. Check out his music over at soundcloud.com/DJ Joman. So until next time, love and light and all that other crap. Good night.